What is going on, collectors of YouTube? I am back with another figure review, and this time it is on the Spawn Reborn, the Wings of Redemption Spawn. Now, I don't really know that much about the Spawn lore, like, with all these different iterations of him. I just know that I really like Spawn. I like the design of Spawn. I like his character. He's a badass. That's why I want to get more into collecting more Spawn stuff, because, I mean, how can you go wrong with Spawn? I mean, as you saw with if you did see my last Spawn video, it was the Commando Spawn. I mean, that was a really cool Spawn figure from McFarlane, and that just came out just like last year. But this Spawn figure, this was one of their older stuff when McFarlane Toys was still, hot in the Spawn game, and they were still making a lot of stuff. I came across this guy on YouTube, not eBay, and of course I had to get my hands on him for a decent price. Like I said, I want to get as much Spawn figures as I can. I think they're really, really awesome pieces. McFarlane really outdid themselves when they made these Spawn statues. I mean, I can't really call them figures; they're more or less statues. But in any case, I mean, the way that they're designed, I mean, McFarlane really outdid himself with these figures, with all iterations of them. So, without further ado, you know how this thing works. I'll just go over the package a little bit, and not really much to explain. I mean, you see the front, and it's eBay, so I wasn't really expecting a real good package, but it is. I mean, it was decent. Anyway, I'm gonna open it up, but package is a little bit dirty. But anyway, this is the series that came out. This Raven Spawn looks really badass. I would like to get my hands on him. Well, all of them. The Curse of Spawn looks cool, and then of course I have the Wings of Redemption. The other ones I don't really care about, but if I can get my hands on these two, that'd be cool. So, like I said, not really much in the way of packaging. So, I'm gonna crack this bad boy open, and we'll get the review started. So, cracked open and out of the packaging for a statue that is over 15 years old. I mean, I gotta say, when McFarlane Toys was in their prime, I mean, they really knew how to put out just good quality art pieces. I mean, like I said, I can't really call them figures because they're not. They're more statues. But what I can call them is art pieces, because that's what McFarlane put out. That was one of their things that they strived to do. Just strive to be. If you go back into their catalog of figures, I actually came across a pair of figures that I didn't even know they made. I came across them on another YouTube channel, but for anyone that has seen the movie Strange Brew, basically the two main characters, Bob and Doug McKenzie, I mean, I would have never even thought that they would have made figures of those two, but McFarlane did, and that was their whole thing. They wanted to make basically just good art pieces that you could put on your cabinet. Whether it was movie stuff, Spawn stuff, or whatever. I mean, that was McFarlane's thing, to just basically bring a little piece of art for people to put on display, just so that you can go by and look at it, and just have that centerpiece in your on your cabinet, or whatever. But anyways, getting back to this Wings of Redemption Spawn, it's a very awesome piece. McFarlane, they know how to put out awesome Spawn figures. I mean, that was their whole thing. That was what McFarlane was known for, is the whole Spawn series. And basically, this statue, it's no exception to just how awesome of a character Spawn is. So as you see, I have him on this 360 display rotating base, and I just want to have you all get a good feel for the figure, have a good look at him. basically, as far as articulation goes, I'm not gonna really get into it. I'm just gonna say it right here that he only has like 8 points of articulation only in the legs, the arms, the hands, and the feet, and that's it. As far as standing goes, he can't really stand by himself. So if you are gonna get this statue, just bear in mind, just try to get some kind of base, whether you want to get those NECA stands or if you want to get one of those flight stands. But I think you'd be better off with the NECA stands, or if you have leftover Diamond Select bases, that works too. That's what I have them on. But just put him on a base because he can't really stand that well by himself, which is very odd for a statue. You would think, you know, for it being a statue, that it could stand on its own, but every figure has its flaw. I mean, it is what it is. So, anyways, I'm going to take this guy off the base and we're going to get a little bit more into the paint apps and get a better feel for this statue. So off base and being stationary, I'm just going to go over a little bit of the paint apps. Because like I said, the articulation, there really isn't any. And I already covered it. I mean, arms, legs, that's pretty much it. But as you can see, let me get some better lighting on it. As you can see, they put in some, looks like purple shading inside of the wings. Let me get more lighting in. And I dig it. It works. Just if you get the right lighting on this statue, I mean, it's a very awesome piece. And again, I mean, that's what McFarlane is known for, just putting out awesome pieces. They knew where to put all the paint, how to do it. I mean, there isn't really much of a mess up. And even the eyes, if you can see it, it's got that, of course, that green, that yellowish green glow going on. Can kind of see it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you get the right lighting on this guy, and it's an awesome piece of art. So along the body, there's this grayish, looks like grayish purple tone going on. And of course, just, you know, go down here to his legs, and you got the big boot, which the Spawn characters are famous for, and then regular leg. What's weird is he's got this ammo pouch right here, but he didn't come with a rifle or like any type of weird Spawn gun. So, I mean, it would have been cool if they could have included that. Over here, got the big fist, another thing Spawn is known for. Turn him to the back. Pretty much the same as the inside of the wings. You have this purple tint going on over the gray. So, and it works. So you have the black wash, some gray, purple. And the colors just work for this statue. I can't be any happier. But for me, I think the only gripe that I do have is what would have made this figure or statue better is if you could move his head upwards as if he's looking up as he's flying up in the air. So, I mean, that would have been a little bit of a better touch that they could have included, but I mean, it is what it is. This is a 15-year-old piece. So you can't really fault McFarlane that much. I mean, they were still putting out just awesome pieces like this for the collectors, and I mean, for the most part, I mean, it seems like they listen to their fans, putting out just different pieces, and just being able to just grab a Spawn, just an awesome Spawn figure after all these years. I mean, we're in 2018 at the time that this is being recorded. So, I mean, 15 years, and this still to me, anyways, this piece still holds up, and I'm glad that I can add it to my collection. Very, very happy about it. I'm very happy about it, and I mean, I know that this has probably been covered by other YouTubers, of course. I mean, it's the internet. I mean, everybody has to have a say in something. And this is just my little take. I mean, that's why any of us do YouTube videos, especially myself anyway. I like to collect figures. I like to share them with other people. I like to get feedback. I want to know what you all are thinking. And if anyone else comes across this piece off of eBay, I mean, feel free to share it. I mean, I would love to hear. I would love to just hear different perspectives of this figure. I mean, someone else that is more articulate in their reviews. I mean, of course, they're going to put on a better review. But this is my take on it. I mean, very awesome piece. I love it. I'm glad that I got my hands on it. So, just a kind of a short video that I wanted to share with all of you. It might not be the most exciting review, but hey, to me, I mean, this Spawn figure is awesome. So, as I end it here, as always, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button. If not, hit the thumbs down button. I know some of my videos have gotten that. It is what it is. I mean, like I said, this is the internet. I mean, everyone's got an opinion. It is what it is. But, I mean, if you're going to leave a comment, I mean, just be articulate about it. I mean, don't just say, oh, you suck, and then leave it at that. I mean, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I could do better, and then I'll take that food for thought and try to get better at it. So, anyways, I will end it here. Collect what you love, and I will see you all in the next video.